Welcome to the first edition of InScryeQuest, where I review old Scrye and Inquest magazines to show you what they're all about before the internet. Before you could just look online for any old price, you had to rely on these bad boys, and they were great. So let's take a look back, starting with Scrye, number 11, back in December 1995 when I started to play Magic the Gathering. It was great. And even though I never got to figure out who the hell this guy is on the cover, it's what got me started in my adventure. Besides collecting the cards, getting this magazine really made a difference in my life. And so, looking at the cover here, got this guy, and talks about all these other games inside that you can see, but most importantly, the Magic the Gathering Player's Guide and the prices were the biggest deal. I wanted to know how much my cards were worth. When I first started collecting as a small little child, that's what made it more interesting for me than just playing the game, is I wanted to get the best cards. And here we go with the old school advertisement right here. This is so cool. Look at this guy. He's awesome. That's so classic right there. Simple strategies, infinite possibilities. It's just amazing. It really is amazing to me. I really love this. That's vintage Magic right there. Get into it because of that. Then right here on the other side, give the gift of Magic, and that's what I felt like that was given to me. The gift of Magic. I really appreciated that. Continuing on, we got some editors talking about the First Strike. Some other game here called Ruins World. Scrye's table of contents. Got Middle Earth, which I knew nothing about back then. Little did I know Lord of the Rings would be such a cool thing in the future. And this is before the movies right here, so lots of people didn't know, including myself. I really like all these envelopes here where people got to send in their letters, and they would always draw on them. Well, oftentimes would draw on them, and then the people would put them in the magazines here, and I think that's really cool. It inspired me to do the same thing, even though I never quite made the art for that, but I'll get to that later. I did definitely use these deck protectors right here. It's classic. I use this box right here as a standard box keeping my deck in. It's very handy. Made that last for a long time. Good product. Good product. Over here we got more pictures. Got the disc right there with the mock sapphire. Got a Jester's Cat, Jussan Dejin, Ice and Manipulator. Lots of cool stuff. Birds of Paradise. Very cool. I really liked how they gave a shout out to all the people that sent in their stuff. And here's another card game that never quite made it. The Multiverse at War. Pretty cool. Over here we got card combinations from our readers. People would send in their combos for Magic the Gathering. And that was pretty cool because for somebody like me, I had no idea what even a combo was. So to read that was really cool. Moving on, we got this other card game, Quest for the Grail. Yet another failed card game from Horizon Games. More Mondo combos. I'm sure they talk about Fireball with Channel. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, they do. Pretty sure it was banned even during this early run. But, read here if you want. You figure it out for yourself. Tapping the Knowledge Vault was questions that people would send in. And that was useful, too, because a lot of people would have questions because Magic is not a simple game. So people would send in their questions, and they get answered by the Scrye magazine editors and writers. Nothing is ever what it seems. Chameleon expansion set. Changing the Kingdom of Wyvern. That was a game that actually had a lot of popularity. I never got to play it, though. But heard a lot about it. More of Tapping the Knowledge Vault and Overpower, a card game. I always thought that card game looked really cool. But never got to play that card game either. I did eventually get to mess around with a Marvel game. Well, a game that has Marvel properties and Dice Masters. And I'll probably do a review on that some other time. Moving on. Card Collector Confidential. Ooh, we're talking about Homelands, the new set. That's so exciting, isn't it? Homelands. Ooh. Yeah, the newest limited edition set for Magic the Gathering brings you a forgotten world hidden away for generations by a mysterious wizard. Wonder which wizard they're referring to. Discover the extraordinary secrets within and discover all that is Homelands. Comment below if you know what wizard they're referring to back in Homelands. Who is this mysterious wizard? Oh boy. Card Collector Confidential. We got more card games. We got Gangland. We got baseball. We got football. Those never made it. Never made it. Gangland. Mobs and Monsters. Get your mobs and mobsters now. Card Collector Confidential continues with more stuff, including the Micropose strategy card game that I truly loved here. Duels of the Planeswalkers. Truly fantastic. Also, another card game, Dragonstorm. Oh wait, that's not a dragon. That's not a card game. Oh wait, is it? Yeah, it is. A collectible role-playing card game. I gotta say the art here is really vibrant too. It's really popping out. Even after 20 years plus, 23 years, 24 years, this magazine is still looking illustrious and, God, I can't even talk. Illustrious and vibrant. Card Collector Confidential continues here. Got more stuff. Moments in History, Dragonstorm, Star Wars, a collectible card game. Legend of the Five Rings, a Oriental card game. Yet another one, Ultimate Combat, the Ancient Fighting Arts of China expansion set. That game looks kind of cool. I'll give you a little close up here. You can see some of the cards here. We got Spinning Head Kick, World in Chaos, Psychic Boomerang, Sensei Sakao, Elbow Locking Throw, Intensity, Weapons Master, Attacking Palm, Time Shift. That's kind of cool. Whip Kick, Front Hatchet Kick. Cool. Wonder if you can get that on eBay. Card Collector Compendium. I can't even pronounce that. Convention calendar. Look at all these cool conventions back in 1996. Netherworld. What's this guy doing? He's like fondling himself while he burns. Alright, here we go. This is the good stuff right here. Dream cards. Now this is something I actually participated in. I made a dream card. I sent it into Scrye. It was sent back to me along with a letter. I need to find that. It's got to be somewhere. But I was very much inspired when I saw all these. These are all really great. I'm going to get a nice zoom in of all of them. We got a Star Trek card, Goblin War Drums, Altered. A Dilemma card here. That's from Star Trek also. We got Wall of Fallen Soldiers. Got this guy, the Wanderer. Very cool. Tears of the Forgotten. Care Bears, this 5-color card probably before... No, I don't know if they had a 5-color card. I don't think they did. So that predates Elvis, which doesn't even make any sense because it says regenerate Elvis from graveyard. What does that even mean? That's never been the way you say it. You got this Dragon Queen right here, which is just like Lathlis. Not just like, but it is a queen. So it does predate that. But the smiley face one, that's... something. And this one has got to be the funniest. I've always thought that was funny. Algebra Homework. So funny. Anyways, continuing on. We got James Bond 007. That's cool. GoldenEye, release December 1995. Cool. Deck to deck. We got decks right there. If you're looking for deck lists, you got it right there. Galactic Empires Universe Edition. All these different games. Scrye. An introduction to the guide. So it tells you how to use the guide here, which is very good to know. Shows you the condition of different cards, including mint, near mint, fine, good, and poor condition. That's a beat up. Urza's whatever, Avenger. Urza's Avenger. Can't even read it, so beat up. Okay, so moving on. This is great. It is. We're going to move on in. And here's the prices for Alpha and Beta back in December 1995. pretty fascinating, I'd say. You got Black Lotus is going to be the first card I'm sure you're going to be looking for. That right there, near mint. That puppy, $400 is how much it would cost you. For alpha. I mean, it just goes down from there. So, that would have been the right time to invest. Because right now, you got Fallen Empires that came out not that long ago. Homelands that just came out. And people are not really considering Magic the Gathering. I mean, it was the top card game. Don't get me wrong. It was the king. But the value of these cards were so dirt cheap back then compared to what they are now. So if you could take a time machine and go back, get these cards for the prices that you see here, that would be amazing. That's not the way it works. Not yet. Alright, so it moves on to 4th edition, which was the latest edition of the time. That's what I started with, basically. That and Alliances being the newest sets. Legends was something I never really got to participate with. And all the sets that were basically in Chronicles I didn't get to mess around with. We do got a player's guide here. This is all the cards that are in Chronicles, maybe? I'm not really sure what sets those are from. Got Fallen Empires there, Ice Age, Chronicles prices, Homelands, Netrunner. Oh yeah, if you watch my video with my friend Joel Hunter in his game hunting series I just started, you'll see that Netrunner is a game that he'll talk about. He likes that game. Okay, so after that, it talks about other games here. Guardians, Star Trek. Star Trek was hot. It was hot. Get yourself a Picard. That was the hottest one. Got products right there. Gridiron. That was from Upper Deck. Another failed card game. We got lists here for collecting these different card games. Legend of the Five Rings. Tech, or no, it's just, yeah, well, look at the 6 clans. Quest for the Grail. Okay, here we go. So after that, more stuff. Middle Earth, Ravens vs Griffins. What's happening? Got some like cigar ad right here. Interesting. Wyvern, Shadow Fist. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. More Asian. Heresy, Kingdom Come. So many different card games back then. So here we got different card stores that chime in and talk about their situation at their different card fronts, their local card stores. Dealers room. Different numbers for different card dealers. Sets, boxes, and specials. So we'll end here. It's one of the last pages. It's almost done. We got set prices, boxes, booster box prices. Very interesting what they were going for back then. So, most notably, see here we got Alpha right here. Alpha is going to be $1,600 for a booster box. That's the upper, as much as $1,600. At least $1,500. Oh no, that's a starter box. We got the booster box is $3,600. Oh, exceptionally more. Wow. So, yep. That's back in '95, so it still wasn't cheap, as you can see. I mean, Black Lotus was the real deal even back then. And it's only grown into the iconic Magic the Gathering card that it is today. Only a few more pages, actually, yeah, two more pages. It's not really anything, just top 40. Gotta take a look at that. So, as you can see here, Black Lotus is number 1. The 5 boxes, they consider them all just one card basically. At number 2, Time Walk, Force Field, Gauntlet of Might, Time Twister. Ollie from Cairo is actually number 7. Amazing, right? Sus for Recall, Guardian Beast is number 9. Chaos Orb at number 10, Jazam Dejane. And you can see here, Jean-Luc Picard makes his appearance here as the first non-Magic the Gathering card. Amazing, right? At number 12, valued at $62, median price. Amazing. Star Trek, that was, I don't know if it got any bigger than that, but $62 for a Jean-Luc Picard, I don't know how much that card is now, but I'm sure it's not that much. Mirror Universe, Cyclopean Tomb, Word of Command, Data, it's the second Star Trek card. Time Vault, Lich, USS Enterprise is the third one. Legionary Mass, Two-Headed Giant, Blaze of Glory, Raging River, Diamond Valley, Old Man of the Sea. William T. Riker, $40. Droid of the Forge after that, Worf. So you got all the crew basically. Deanna Troy's at 37, Beverly Crusher 39. Elephant Graveyard at 39. Oh, they're all tied. I see. Okay. So anyways, that concludes our first episode here of InScryeQuest. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and until next time.